Hello and welcome to the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. I'm your host, Jen, a middle-aged Michigan mama, wife, and teacher who in 2021 stumbled upon this crazy cool thing called intermittent fasting. And before I knew it, I'd lost 46 pounds in 4 months and gained an incredible lifestyle filled with complete food freedom. If you're hungry for unique, no-nonsense fasting tips that actually work, you're in the right place. So whether you're walking the dog, folding that last load of laundry, or cruising to your 9 to 5, let's start fasting our way to freedom together. Hey there, fasting friends. Welcome to episode number 74. I'm so glad that you're joining me today, and if you are new, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me talk about all things IF. Okay, so today's episode is for all of you IFers who eat breakfast and have their eating window in the morning. I realize that because my main meal of the day is usually dinner, that I often focus on weight loss foods and recipes that are dinner time related. So today I wanted to give you 10 easy, low carb, high protein, healthy breakfast recipes with 5 ingredients or less that you can enjoy during your breakfast eating window. Or if you're like me, I sometimes like to have these foods as breakfast for dinner. Either way, let's get to it. All right, number 1, scrambled eggs with cottage cheese topped with some avocado slices or cubes. I gotta tell you, the scrambled eggs cottage cheese thing I have been doing for, 2 or 3 years now, and it has changed the game for me. There's so much protein in both eggs and cottage cheese, and when you add the cottage cheese to the scrambled eggs, it makes it creamier and it really, really levels up the protein level. So it tastes great, easy to do. However, I have found that you get much better results if you make the scrambled eggs up first, take them off the heat, and then add the cottage cheese. I really have no scientific explanation for it other than it tastes a whole lot better. It makes them creamier, fluffier, and it works. So try it. And then, of course, topping it with some avocado slices makes it extra healthy and extra yummy. All right. Moving on to number 2, you can have some Greek yogurt with berries like blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries. Sometimes I like to do blackberries. Yum, yum, yummy. And then sprinkle some chia seeds on top. Very healthy. Number 3, you could do cottage cheese, if you really like cottage cheese, with some sliced almonds and a couple shakes of cinnamon. That is also quick, simple, super yummy, very, very healthy, weight loss friendly. Okay, number 4, recently been doing this, and because on Sunday, I do actually eat breakfast on Sunday. So I do typically OMAD for most of the week, except for Sunday. I do 2MAD, which lately has turned into 3MAD, I guess, because my husband learned how to make sourdough bread, and it is so darn yummy that I am allowing myself to eat it. Sourdough bread is a little bit better for your gut and all things. So I'm tolerating it very, very well. And so he makes breakfast for us on Sundays, and he has started making sourdough muffins. So we've been having sourdough egg muffins with some spinach and cheese. So delicious. So if you can get someone in the fam to figure out how to make some yummy sourdough muffins, I highly recommend this breakfast kind of treat. Like I said, so good. I actually don't have any clue how to make the sourdough. My husband is so good at it. He's been making it for a couple months now, thanks to Dr. John, who was on my podcast a few months ago. And he learned his methods from Ben Starr, Starr, on YouTube. He has like a sourdough masterclass. And so he told us about it. John told us about it. And then my husband started making it. And so very thankful to both Ben and John because we have been enjoying some very delicious sourdough. Highly recommend checking out Ben's videos. All right, moving on. Number 5, smoked salmon and cream cheese with some cucumber slices. That sounds good. I don't typically have that, but it sounds like something I might want to try soon. Number 6, chia seed pudding with unsweetened almond or coconut milk. I have the crazy easiest chia seed pudding and it is so good. 4 ingredients, that's it. 2 tablespoons chia seeds, half cup unsweetened coconut milk, half teaspoon pure vanilla extract, and a couple shakes of cinnamon. I will put the full recipe details in the show notes for you. That is a recipe on my website. It is so good. I do make this up quite often. And you can, add variety, make your own special chia seed pudding with this base recipe, which makes it really fun too. Number 7, hard-boiled eggs with some turkey bacon and, again, a little avocado if you want. Number 8, love protein smoothies as a breakfast eating window food. So protein smoothie with some protein powder, of course, then add almond or coconut milk as your base. You can do spinach, organic peanut butter, kale, add in some fat blasting berries like blackberries. I have a vanilla blackberry smoothie on my website. It is so darn delicious. Sometimes I have that as a dessert after my OMAD meal. So check my website for tons of like breakfast or dessert snack smoothie recipes. Number 9, you could do some, especially if you're a vegetarian, you could do a tofu scramble with bell peppers and a little bit of turmeric. Gives it a nice little flair taste there. And then last but not least is keto coconut crepes. And I've talked about these a few times before because I love them. So I discovered them a few years ago. I read Dr. Josh Axe's book, Eat Dirt. It is all about gut health. It's such a great book. So if you have not read that book, read that book. I'm telling you, you will just devour the information in it. I'll leave the link in the show notes for you. But in his book, he has a recipe for keto, and it doesn't say that, it's coconut crepes actually. I kind of changed it a little bit, but for the most part, this is his recipe, and it is so good. So it's just 6 eggs, 1 cup coconut milk, 3 tablespoons of coconut flour, 3 teaspoons of melted coconut oil, and then half a teaspoon of sea salt. So in a bowl, you just combine all the ingredients and then beat it with a mixer for like 3 minutes. Then you have to let it stand for 15 minutes. You heat your skillet with some coconut oil over medium heat. You ladle in that batter into the pan, swirl it around to form your crepe. Cook for 1 to 2 minutes, flip it, cook about 2 more minutes on the other side. Repeat with the rest of the batter, and it makes like 5 crepes. Oh, they are so delicious. And then you don't need syrup on them. They're so tasty. I like to drizzle mine with melted coconut oil. And then I like to sometimes top mine with some berries and maybe a little whipped cream. Sometimes I put a little bit of, I mix that powdered PB Fit powdered peanut butter with some water to get your peanut butter consistency, and I put that on there. So lots of different options for that, but they're very healthy, very filling, low carb, just really delicious. So you can check out, I have actually this recipe on my intermittent fasting weight loss recipe site. You can check out my intermittent fasting weight loss recipe library on my website, sowhatifwithjen.com. I have over 200 low carb, high protein, healthy fat weight loss recipes there for you for free. So yeah, you can just check that out. You just go to the website and then look at the top tab where it says recipes. All right, I guess that's about it. So hopefully I've given you some breakfast window intermittent fasting food ideas for you to try out. And just a quick reminder that you can listen to this podcast on YouTube if that works for you. You're not going to see my face. You're just going to see the static podcast cover image there. But if that's someplace that's more convenient, you can go ahead and listen there. So, all right, my fasting friends, that is it for today. Go out there and have yourself the absolute best day ever. Take care, friends. Hey, thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your day listening to this episode of the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. If you think these tips could help a friend or a family member, please consider sharing this episode with them. And if you really enjoyed the show, taking a minute or two to leave a positive review would be so appreciated. Tune in for new 15 to 25-minute episodes released on the 10th, 20th, and 30th of each month. Episodes will feature solo shows filled with IF hacks that have worked for me, as well as episodes where I get to chat with fun folks of all ages who've experienced incredible success with intermittent fasting. If you have questions or want more unique intermittent fasting health and weight loss tips, tricks, and recipes, please visit my website and blog at sowhatifwithjen.com. Finally, we'd love to welcome you into our free intermittent fasting Facebook support group, So What If with Jen. Find all of these links in the show notes below. And as always, I hope you spend your day loving without fear and laughing until your cheeks hurt.